Hey, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give a double honor to the apostle of Great Millstone, has taught me this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach the truth and risk their life to do so. Basically, it's going to be a quick video basically on dealing with women and how you should deal with women. I'm giving it to you from a young man's point of view, a young man in the world, and a young man in his truth. Okay, and when I say in the world, I'm talking about my age. Okay, my age. I'm 23 years young, man. So and I've been in the truth for a little while, so I'm young in the truth as well. But just basically sharing, just to help brothers out, so they don't stumble, when it comes to these women. Okay, especially the women in this world, and I'm giving it to you from experience and the experience I've had, and giving it to you from my point of view, and Lord willing is edifying to you, Akim. And Lord willing to help any of you brothers that need help with the situation. Okay, because I used to be one of them. Okay, I used to need help with things like this, But through certain things, through experience, you learn and you gain knowledge, and you gain wisdom, and the job is to pass it on. So therefore, brothers might be able to avoid, some of the things that you might have slipped and bumped your head on. Okay, it's a quote, one of my favorite quotes. It says, a smart man learns from his mistakes. Okay, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Okay, and Lord willing, we can use wisdom and not make the same mistakes that, you see a brother do that. You make sure you don't. You see a brother tell you not to do that because you've been through it. You make sure you don't do that. Okay, but this is going to be about women, man, and it's very important that we speak on it. It's very important that we touch on it because a woman can lead you out to truth. A woman can lead you to death. Okay, we in this because of what? Eve, well, because of prophecy, but what happened? Eve was deceived. Okay, this is First Timothy, the second chapter. I'm gonna start at 12. It says, "But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor assert authority over the man, but to be in silence." Okay, and this is just the role of a woman. Okay, now I'm not saying that women is not important, but they have a role, and the role is not that over a man. The role is actually under a man. Okay, the reason why a lot of women are on top in this society is because of prophecies. The Lord said, I will make a new thing in the earth. Yahweh said, I'll make a new thing in the earth. A woman should compass a man, and that's happening now, especially in this wicked kingdom. Okay, it says 13. It says, "For Adam was formed, then Eve, and Adam not being deceived." It's like, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue to faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. So I'm gonna run 14 back. It says, "And Adam was not deceived, but the woman, okay, being deceived." So the woman was deceived, not Adam. The woman got the snake, which was not a snake. Okay, it was a man. Went to Eve and got an Eve ear and got Eve to go off. And guess what? Eve got Adam to go off. Okay, so guess what? That's still happening to this day. You might have a woman, that's giving you a hard time. That's, giving you that you really like and that you really may love and care for, but she's giving you a hard time. Sometimes, sometimes you just gotta strap up your nuts, bro. You know what I mean? And if it get too bad, you gotta write her a bill of divorce and keep it pushing. Okay, trust me, I've had to do it. Okay, and it's not easy to do, but it's the best thing you can do. Okay, it's the best thing you could do for future purposes. You don't want to be stuck in that. Don't let what's between a woman's legs have you blind. Okay, don't let what's between a woman's legs have you blind. Okay, don't let her what's behind them lips have you blind, man. And I mean this in all seriousness. Okay, I don't mean to come off funny or nothing like that, but don't let that shit have you blind. Okay, if the woman go not in a way that you'd have her to go, write her a bill of divorce. Okay, talk about it. Try to resolve the situation. Don't seek to be loose. Don't seek to be single. If it's tolerable. And women are simple. They're gonna go off, right? But if she doing things that, you can't keep her, like committing adultery, you have to let that woman, you gotta cut her off. Talking to other men, cut her off. Okay? You know, while you at work, she doing all kind of manner of wickedness, cut her off. Okay, those are big things. You cut her off. You know, but as far as, you know, don't try to force your woman to come into this word. Okay? Because she's saved through you. This is 15. It says, notwithstanding, she shall be saved with childbearing. Now, I'm not saying don't bring her in, but I'm saying, you know, don't try to force it upon her because you the man. The Lord deals, he said, the flock of my pasture are men and you the man. The Lord is dealing with you. Okay? And that woman is for you. But if she be cool, and they not going to always be 100%. We not even 100%. But if she be cool, if she be pleased to dwell with you, let her dwell. Okay? It says, notwithstanding it, she shall be saved with childbearing. So if you have kids with a woman and she's doing right by you and you're a man of the Lord, she's saved and you're saved, she's saved by you. Okay? So that tells you the importance of a man right there. If they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. And I actually might do a part 2 to this video as well. Just because I don't want to make it too long. You got to get to the point with Jake. Okay, you do a too long of a video. I feel like you do too long of a video sometimes, which is not bad, but sometimes Jake get sidetracked, man, you know, and plan on coming back to the video and never revisit the video. So I'm gonna grab a couple scriptures and I might make a part 2 to it. So it's for 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. It says, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach. So who's Hamashiach? That's Yahushua. Okay, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High Yahweh. Okay, so the head of every woman is who? The man. Okay, so the man is the head. Okay, every man praying or prophesying having his head covered discerneth his head. So that goes into, you know, you praying, don't have anything over your head. You prophesying, don't wear a hat, don't wear anything over your head. Okay, it says, this is 5, it says, but every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head covered, she discerneth her head, for that is even all one as if she were shaven. For if a woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and the glory of the Most High, but the woman is the glory of the man. Okay, so that breaks down the job there. We the glory of Yahweh. Okay, through Yahweh Shai, your woman it represents you. Okay, so you look at the importance. What's more important, you or the thing that you represent? The thing that you represent is more important because you're representing it. If a woman is representing you, then who's important? Who's more important? You are. Okay, I'm not saying she's not important. I'm not saying that at all. Okay, we both need each other, but it's a role. You take the strongest man, the best fighting man in this world versus the best fighting woman in this world. The man to win 100 out of 100 times, just because we're not built the same. We don't look the same. We don't walk the same. We don't talk the same. We don't do anything the same. I mean, you might have certain things, you know, that your woman might pick up, like the way you talk, you know, the way you mannerisms and things of that nature, because your spirit is on her, right? But we're not the same. We're not supposed to be. Okay, it's a balance. You got men, you got women. Okay, this is 8. It says, "For the man is not of the woman." Let me run that back. For the man is not of the woman. So that whole, worshiping, this woman and getting on your knee and marrying and all that madness, all that shit is out the door. All that shit is out the door. You don't bow down to no woman. She wants you to make her submit. Okay, but that's a different video, but, with games, she wants you to make her submit, And I understand that a wicked woman is given into a wicked man. Okay, so she being overly wicked, let a wicked man have that. Okay, she ain't gonna do shit but do the same thing with him. And the Lord gonna send you something better. Trust me, I'm knowing from experience. Okay, I'm knowing from experience, but you take what you learn from that situation and you make sure you apply it to the next situation. Okay, and apply it for it to work in your favor and work in your benefit. And make sure you ain't putting your woman over this truth. Okay? Make sure you ain't putting your woman over this truth, man. Okay? Make sure you don't do that. I know it feel good when y'all laying up and all that, but understand what's important. Okay? Understand what's important, man. She can't get right, man. Listen, man, she can't get right. Tell her to pack a bag. Period. Tell her to pack a bag, man, to let a nigga in the world have her. Or let one of these heathens in the world have her. Okay? Because at the end of the day, guess what? You win. If you stick with this word and keep pushing, you win. You understand? You win. And you understand, and you being a man of the Lord, you the ultimate prize. You the prize. Not a nigga you see in the world. It's not a prize, regardless of any status that he may have, regardless of Instagram, regardless of anything. You had his word, you the prize. Why? Because you're that next governing body to rule the world to come, which the world to come is going to rule forever. Okay? And the 2/3 watching this video won't understand this. Okay? It says, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. So the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. So if you created for something and you're created to represent something, whatever you're created for is more important than you. Just like we're created for the Most High Yahweh. He's more important than us. Okay? Whatever you represent is more important. Okay? So she represents you. Guess what? She's a direct reflection of you. Okay? Don't let the society trick your mind to, man, these women come from these other countries and be knowing they can't get away with shit back where they from and come here and try to use and abuse you. Okay? This is Proverbs 31:1. Don't be no sucker for that shit, man. Pray to the Lord that you don't be no sucker for that shit. Okay, but don't be extra hard. Don't be too hard. Don't be over, ruling and doing all that. Don't be beating her upside the head because she, did something she wasn't supposed to. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. But use wisdom. We don't ask for a lot as far as us being men of the Lord. Well, we just ask for you to do right. Okay? And do what you're supposed to do. Yeah, you're going to fuck up and you're going to slip on certain things every now and again. But the big shit that you can control, make sure you don't slip on that. Okay? And make sure you gotta, like a woman you gotta make sure she don't slip on that. And if she do slip on that, then regardless of how hard it is, and it's hard, but regardless of how hard it is, you let her go. You let her go and let the world have her. Okay? And I'm trying to be nice as possible in this video. Okay? This is Proverbs 31:1. It says, the words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. You understand? So his mother gave him the game. This is 2. It says, what, my son, and what, the son of my womb, and what, the son of my vows. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. Now you read that example. What king was destroyed? Eventually was destroyed by women. King Solomon. Okay, in his older age, King Solomon. Right? King Solomon. His women let him left. Okay? Let him left. And he had to come back he came back as Yahweh Shai. It was Yahweh Shai the whole time. And ultimately he was, put on, ultimately he died. He got killed. But that's, reincarnation is another video as well. But you don't, as a young man in his words, just from experience, man, look, it'd probably be one of the hardest, best things you ever had to do. Okay? A woman getting out of line, a woman taking you from this word, trying to get you to not go out to the highways and byways, trying to get you not to serve Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, right? And it's best that you don't tell her everything. Don't tell her nothing. Be mysterious. They love that. They love that. They love puzzles and shit like that. They don't want to figure you out. Okay? They'll try to, but after you let your woman figure you out, it's a wrap. Okay? It could be a wrap quick. Okay? You don't let her figure you out. You be mysterious with her. You be mysterious with her. Keep her in her feelings, man. Control her emotions in a righteous way. Make her happy. Make her sad. Make her miss you. But never reveal, never show her your cape. Never show her your cape. Okay? You don't put her on a pedestal, man. You don't listen to these niggas out here in this world talking about woman is God and woman don't need men. Women need men more than we need men. Women need men, man. We need Yahweh, why Yahweh shot. Okay? Let me get this. This is Sirach 25, and I started at 21. It says, and this is tough, but it's wisdom. It's game for you. 21, it says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for her pleasure, not for pleasure. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach, especially in this world today. A woman take care of her husband, in due time she's going to be hot, mad, okay? It's just 23. It says, a wicked woman abateth in courage, maketh an heavy countenance, and a wounded heart. And I went through that. I went through that. I'm telling you, it's no joke what these scriptures say. A wicked woman abateth the courage and maketh a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees, because you love her and you care about her. Okay? And you care. Look, man, it's best to, let me tell you something, man. It's best to have them, right? And if you have them, don't get too close to them. Don't get too close to them. Not in this world. Unless you really, really mess with you. But don't get too close to them, man. You know, especially my age group. You know, 23, 20, 19, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, right? 24, 25. Man, keep your guard up. Okay, keep your guard up. In his word, keep your guard up. Trust me. You know, Satan to use her to try to get you to get out of here, man. You know, and if it come down to what you got to choose, what you got to do. You got to choose his word. Whatever you lose, you're going to get 10, you're going to get quadruple the portion in the kingdom. Yahweh Shai said that, okay? Stumble not at the beauty of a woman to desire her not for her pleasure. Okay, this 23, it says, a wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh a heavy countenance, and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. See, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to get a bride. So don't give her, don't have her out here in these clubs. Your wife, don't have her out here in these clubs, man. We're gonna give a wicked women liberty to gather a bride. Don't have her out here, any girls not out in these clubs and hanging around dudes and all kind. Don't do that. Scripture said a man is not supposed to sit with another man's wife at all. Period. So none of that shit is supposed to be going on. None of that shit is supposed to be going on. Okay, this 26 says, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. Okay, simple and plain. She give you a hard time. She's trying to get you away from this truth, away from what's important. Cut her off. Give her a bill of divorce. And that actually happened to me. Okay, that actually happened to, I had a woman that found out that I really liked, that I really loved. Don't be in love with these women, man, but I really had love for this woman, really cared about her. And then she found out about this word and started bashing me and all kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And they had to, at the end of it, and start doing stuff she wasn't supposed to do. And at the end of the day, you have to choose. Which one you going to choose? So she had to pack a bag. Shorty had to get out. Shorty had to go. Bounce. You choose this word. Don't be distracted by what this world has to offer you. Because what it has to offer you is bullshit. Used up women, right? So-called riches, right? So-called, and death. Listen, man, we do this to receive a crown. We do this to receive a reward. The reward is the kingdom. The reward is life forever in paradise. Remember that. Nothing in this world. Don't let it take you from the mission. Keep your crown. Fight for it. Because Satan will try to use her to get you out of this thing. Okay? So with that, man, Lord willing, video was edifying. Lord willing, brothers, I got something from this video. I want to tell brothers, man, just to keep pushing. Regardless of what you're going through, keep pushing, man. Keep fighting. Fight the flesh. Fight so we can receive that crown. And Lord willing, we are crowned by Yahweh Shai, man. You know, so Lord willing, brothers, keep pushing. Lord willing, brothers, edify. I want to give our praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Akakwadash. I want to say shalom to Yakim. Shalom.